Formulae teres exorcismorum.
Okay. Good. Alright. Yeah, okay. Hello, comic book fans! Welcome to another exciting edition of Cammy's Comic Corner, the Halloween spook-tacular episode! I'm your host, as always, Cammy, and as you're watching this, I will be interviewing a plethora of artists, writers, etc. at the Long Beach Comic Con 2010, up in, well, Long Beach. So, while there's not a review show, I will review 5 creepy stories, comics, graphic novels that you can read this Halloween. And just, get the whole trick-or-treat spirit, etc. So, first up, let's talk about The Walking Dead by Robert Kirkman and Charlie Adlard. It's from Image. There are 6 hardcover volumes out, each one of them gorgeous. And tonight, Halloween night, October 31st, 2010, on AMC, the series debuts. And it is gonna be fantastic. I've already seen the first episode, and I'm blown away. Basically, you have a group of survivors in a zombie post-apocalyptic setting, and it's all about the story of survival and having to deal with the dead who rise from their grave and walk. And it's creepy, it's in black and white, which I think, in my opinion, even adds more of a creepiness factor to it. And it's just good zombie-rific fun for all of those horror zombie lovers. Many of us have already read this. Surely even more people will pick up a volume or two as soon as the series debuts on AMC. But yes, good choice for Halloween. Next up, we have from IDW, Wormwood Gentleman Corpse by Ben Templesmith. Now, I reviewed Ben Templesmith's Welcome to Hoxford as the book of the month for October 2009, and if you like that, the whole werewolves in prison, you're going to like his other little project, Wormwood. It's a corpse who's a gentleman, and he travels between different dimensions, helping save the dimensions, and then on his off time, he's drinking himself silly. He can move body to body, and every body he puts on, as it were, he gets to be a little girl, he gets to be his own self, and he has a robot drinking pal that he created, and he didn't give him the best of junk, unfortunately. There are leprechauns, there's drinking, there's gorgeous, creepy art that Ben Templesmith is best known for, and just, reading this by yourself by candlelight, it'll be nice and creepy for you. It's always a pleasure to read a Templesmith graphic novel on Halloween of all days. All hail the Squid God. That's for you, Ben. Next up, we have a classic. We have the Creepy Archives. Now, these are being put out by Dark Horse, and it collects the original run from back in 1964. It's Archie Goodwin as writer. You got great, gorgeous art. You got Frank Frazetta. You've got Neil Adams, Dan Adkins, Alex Toth, Joe Orlando, and much, much more. Basically, you got these tiny little creepy stories. You got the gorgeous art to accompany the stories. And, some of them are hit and miss, but it still gets you in that mood. You got witches, you got vampires, you got wolfmen aplenty. If you want to know your history when it comes to comic books, the Creepy Archives are definitely the ones to check out. However, just a word of warning, they are rather pricey. They go for maybe $50, $60 per hardcover. But you know what? In my opinion, that's well worth the money. And then if you want to get a little bit more updated, Dark Horse is currently putting out some creepy publications, and I think it's quarterly. Those are coming out. Next up, from Devil's Due, or recently Image, we have Hack Slash. Now, this follows Cassandra Hack. She likes to hunt down serial killers and the monsters you see from the movies, whether it be Chucky or Jason Voorhees, etc. And it's debuted recently at Image under the My First Maniac story arc. And it's from Tim Seeley, and he gives you what you want. The horror, the classic villains of horror, being hunted down by this bitchin' hot babe with a bat saying "kiss it" on it. It's good. It's fun stuff. You got many different artists contributing to this series. And these omnibuses that are coming out, those are the ones you want to get because just packed full of great stories to read this Halloween. And finally, it's not a comic book, but is a Japanese comic book, which we call a manga or a manga, however you want to pronounce it. I was introduced to this series a while ago, and it's just creepy as hell. There's 2 volumes of it. It's called Gaio, or The Fish, from Junji Ito. Now, this guy is a master at Japanese manga horror. And this one in particular, you get these fish coming and invading Japan, and they have all these metallic legs, and you don't know why. And they bring this death stench with them. And basically, all the sea life come out and invade Japan, and everyone has legs. And then, as soon as the fish die out, these mechanical legs start going for humans. And, oh, it is just so creepy. Like, if I were to recommend to Hollywood to make a franchise based on comic books or manga, it would be Gaio for sure. I could see this as a killer, just creepy as fuck movie. But basically, that's the storyline in a nutshell. Go out for yourself and try it. Don't go like, it's a manga? Never mind then. And then there's even a creepier story in the back of Volume 2. It's called The Enigma of Amisara Fault. And basically, think of earthquake happens, this mountain split in half, and inside the mountain you see all these cutouts. And these holes, like as if they were your hole, like your cutout. And you recognized it, then you went and get sucked into it. It's just, I don't want to reveal the ending, but it scares the fuck out of me to this day. Like, I remember reading that for the first time, and I couldn't sleep the next night. Just that one image, the last page, burned into my mind. Very creepy stuff. Well, comic book fans, that does it this week for Cammy's Comic Corner. You can catch all the Cammy's Comic Corner goodness at cammyscomic.com. From there, you can listen to Geeky Talkie. I will be updating daily from Long Beach. You can listen to past episodes there with also creator interviews as well. Also, you can write a review on iTunes. You can check out the Book of the Month selection, which for October, it's The God Machine. And it's funny because it's not even out yet. It was that great. And then also you can check out Rising Sun Creation at rsc-online.com. They have all these great trade paperbacks I've been talking about and more. Just, if you're in the San Diego area, give them a try, or just go on through their online store. And while I am portraying the Doctor, the 10th Doctor, if you don't know who that is, don't worry about it, I have a message from him. Don't blink. Blink and you're dead. Don't turn your back. Don't look away. And don't blink. Good luck.